In today's Quiari training video, we're gonna talk about time management. We're gonna approach this from two different perspectives. One is gonna be how to use your own time the most efficiently, but also as you start to grow your team, who to focus on and how to really allocate your time between your different team members. All right, are you ready? Let's get started. So let's start with the perspective of you. So there are a lot of things in the business that you would have to do, right? But there are only a couple of actions that really produce the money-making activities. And this should always have priority, okay? So the money-making activity is prospecting, inviting people, doing a presentation, following up with people, doing three-way calls with prospective clients, and also promoting upcoming events. These are all money-making activities. Now, there are other things that are also important, but they aren't money-making activities per se. Like if you need to upgrade your Facebook profile or your social media profile, if you want to listen to a podcast in order to become better, or do some objection handling videos, or reading books about how to build a network marketing business, all of that stuff, it's still important, but it's not as important as actually doing the money-making activities. So there should be an 80-20 split. So of whatever time that you have allocated to your business, 80% of that time should go towards money-making activities, and the rest of the time you can use to sharpen the axe, as they say, to improve yourself, right? But the action comes first. Now, when you do these actions, it's important to integrate them into your life, because you have a busy schedule, right? We all do. So we don't want to take away from your already busy schedule. You just want to optimize the time that you have available. So say that you are a content creator. Now, when you are in the car, right? If there is a traffic jam or you're waiting in traffic, you could do posts, you could reach out to people, you could do cold messages. Also, during your lunch break, well, instead of just sitting there and watching, scrolling on social media, create content, reach out to people, talk to them. So use the time that you have more efficiently, right? So just find out what your daily non-negotiables are in terms of building your business, and then find a way to integrate it into your life, right? And let's start to take a look at the other perspective. How about your team? So as you start to build a big team, like before, I built teams personally sponsored, I should say, rather, of 250 plus people, right? And that's not my limit. It's just that particular opportunity I was working with wasn't very long lasting. Fortunately, Quiari is, right? So when you have this all amount of people, you can't spend a lot of personal time with each. It still has to be high touch, but you need to tweak it a little bit. So what you want to do is that you still want to give everyone love, care, and attention, of course, but in some people you have to do it in a group setting, and some people you can do it one-on-one. So the people that are your leaders, right, that are the go-getters, that are the action takers, these are the ones that you spend one-to-one time with. But the other individuals in your team, you want to have a one-to-many. So you can have an open a Zoom, for instance, where it's open for all of your team to ask their questions, things like that. So instead of talking to 250 people individually, whoever has a question and wants to come out, they can just go to the Zoom and they can ask a question there, and you can build a little community in a one-to-many settings. And the people who are the go-getters, who really want to build a business, you spend one-on-one time with them. Now, there are a lot of people that talk a lot, but they don't do so much, right? And so what you want to do is you want to qualify this individual. You want to be very clear that, hey, if you want me to help you, you have to first help yourself. And what I mean by that, if we're going to be working together, this is what's going to look like. You take one step, I take one step. You take one step, I take one step. You take one step, I take one step. So for instance, When they first get started, you tell them, hey, you need to make a list of friends, family, acquaintances that you think would be a great fit for this business, right? If they haven't done that list, you can't move over to the next stage. And you shouldn't spend more time with them until that particular thing is finished, because you say, hey, first you take the step, then I take a step, right? And after they created a list, then you want to contact them, right? You maybe want a freeway call or help them with an invite to get a freeway call to sizzle them up before you go to the presentation. And then when you follow up afterwards, both you can do. But first they have to do the actions and then you help them. Because you shouldn't spend a lot of time helping people that are not taking actions, right? Because it doesn't matter how much time you pour into them. If they're not taking the action, neither you nor them will move forward. So you have to give them a task. Okay, first, do this. I've been in this business, I know how it works. First do this, then we do this, then we do this, then we do this. And the faster you move, the faster I move. If you don't move, I don't move. Right? So these are some great examples for how you can optimize the time and have really great time management, both for yourself, because you continuously need to grow and build your business, even when your organization has grown significantly. Otherwise, it will disappear, right? I know that from experience. So you want to do the daily actions that you want to have your team doing, right? So I hope you really got value from this here video, and if you did, be sure to fill out your name down in the link down in the description below. We are a very committed team of 6, 7, and 8 figure earners. We're going to the absolute top, and we are excited about teaming up with, linking arms with, and helping people who really want to build big, right? So if that is you, if you have, put your excuses at the door, you're coachable, you want to go for the top, you want to be coached and mentored by 6, 7, and 8 figure earners that you can have on your phone and that will answer your call if you do the steps we tell you to do, well, then this is a great fit. So fill in your name in link down in the description below. Let's get you started. Let's get you paid in 5 minutes. Thank you very much. My name is Marcus. Bye-bye.